And happy June 2nd. This is weather prognosticator Chad Merrill with a look at the weather forecast through the middle of June. Lots of cloud cover across the mid-Atlantic on this Tuesday afternoon, but notice to the west we have a large dome of high pressure producing plenty of clear skies across the nation's midsection. And temperatures in that zone right now, as of late morning, in the upper 70s, so a spike of warmer weather across the Midwest, and this high pressure is building to the east, so the heat is headed in our direction. One thing to note for Wednesday, it will be the hottest day of the year so far. Compliments of a westerly wind, which in the mid-Atlantic comes off the spine of the Alleghenies, compresses, and as it compresses, it warms up rather rapidly. And since we've had several days without rainfall, the soil is a bit dry, so dry soil can heat readily. That's one reason why we will have very warm temperatures. As a matter of fact, here's a look at the wind barbs, and notice they are pointing towards the east, and the longer these wind barbs are, the stronger the winds will be, about 10 to 20 miles per hour, but as it compresses and warms up east of the mountains, we are looking at temperatures in the upper 70s in the Alleghenies, low 70s west of the mountains, and lower 90s east of the mountains. So Hagerstown, Frederick, Trenton, Philadelphia, Dover, Delaware, Richmond, Virginia will see those lower 90s on Wednesday. The jet stream says it all. The cold air is headed out of the east. The chilly weather that we had over the past couple of days. This dome of high pressure noted here with the wind barbs moving in a clockwise fashion is moving into the mid-Atlantic, so that will be the weather maker, the warm and humid weather Wednesday through Saturday. But we have another dip in the jet stream here. You can see the wind barbs taking a little dip in the northwest. This is another cold front which will progress across the northern tier and bring us some hot weather relief by later in the weekend. In the meantime, as this high pressure builds in, we do have some strong winds in the jet stream that will carry a couple of disturbances from northwest to southeast over the next couple of days. And for that, we do have a threat for severe thunderstorms with winds over 57 miles per hour that will move from the Great Lakes all the way into northern Pennsylvania, so along and north of Interstate 80 on Wednesday afternoon, best chance between 3 and 6 p.m. And then later in the evening, a couple of these storms will produce what's called an outflow boundary of cooler air that when it meets the very warm humid air will spark additional scattered thunderstorms along the Pennsylvania Turnpike late Wednesday that will drift south and east into the mid-Atlantic. Not everybody will see a thunderstorm, but I'd say the coverage will be about 40 to 50% south of the Turnpike and north of Interstate 64, and that will be late Wednesday into early on Thursday. Now we desperately need the rain, especially east of the mountains in New Jersey. Since April 2nd, the rainfall deficit has been about an inch below average. However, the rest of the Mid-Atlantic has seen precipitation departures near or slightly above average, especially in southern Virginia. So this rain will come a long way to help these deficits return close to normal or slightly above normal. Now, we do have the planet Mercury in the western sky on Thursday, June 4th. We are expecting mostly clear skies north of Interstate 64, optimal viewing time between 9 and 9:30 p.m. And one thing to note is we have Tropical Storm Cristobal that will develop here in the Bay of Campeche over the next day or so. And after dropping as much as 2 feet of rain, which will cause considerable flooding across parts of Central America, this storm will head into the Louisiana Gulf Coast or the Texas Gulf Coast and make landfall as a tropical storm early in the week. Now the big question is the Mid-Atlantic going to benefit from some of its rain? The answer is, with a progressive jet stream west to east, some of that moisture will get drawn up into the westerly winds or the jet stream winds, and we do expect at least a couple of showers from this tropical system. The time frame would be June 11th through June 13th, and that will replenish some of the marginal rainfall deficits. Don't forget, you can always log on to almanack.com to order your paper subscription to the Hagerstown Almanack, or order the Almanack in digital format by submitting your information and becoming a Friends of the Almanack subscriber. Have a great day and week.